Hey guys, Coley here. I'm going to give you a different kind of tutorial today. I want to talk about defense and bases. Um, I've done lots of videos on how to attack and we're all getting pretty good at it. But I feel that people lack in base building skills and how to make a good anti-3 for Town Hall 9s. And there's nothing better than watching the base that you designed defend against a max attacker or something. So I'm going to go over things that you need to know about building a good anti-3 and what makes a good anti-3. I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to give you the fundamentals, and then it's up to you whether you want to go forward and try and build your own. Now, I've got a base that I've made purely for this video. Now, it's nothing special. It's just a few walls, but it's enough for me to show you what it is that a good anti-3 is about. Now, first things first, I want to talk about the Queen. Obviously, most two-part attacks is a kill squad and a hog or loon attack, the second part of the attack. So a good anti-3 base will be able to naturally stop these attacks from 3 starring, therefore giving you advantage in war. So what we're going to talk about is what makes a good anti-3. What makes a good anti-3, guys, is the place that the kill squad is sent in, the place that you force the enemy to use its kill squad there is nowhere near there that they're going to remove double bombs, air defenses, that kind of thing. Okay, the most important buildings in your base are air defenses, the Queen, the King, double bombs, air mines, Teslas, traps. Okay, those are important. The rest of the buildings, it's not really going to matter that much how you have them placed. But the key things are double bombs, air defenses, traps, maybe fart machines. They can make a difference as well. Town Hall is irrelevant, and as you can see in most anti-3s, they'll be there to just bait somebody in towards the place where you want them to attack, so that if they're an incompetent attacker, it forces them to go in to get the 2 stars. It's just a gimmick, basically. Force somebody to go in where you want to make them go where you want to go. So in this base, obviously, if you were attacking it, you'd want to get rid of the Queen first. If you were doing hogs and loons, you'd want to get rid of that Queen. Now, obviously, I'm gifting in this area here. I'm gifting an air defense, the Queen, and then obviously you'll have some defenses. Otherwise, they get round it. So basically, we all know that the golems are going to go there, and then wall breakers there. So you're creating a base. What I've done here is to show you that what you can do is to, first of all, to give them a hard time with the kill squad as it is. So obviously, if they go for golems there and there, those golems are going to walk round to those mortars there and there. So therefore, you've already created them problems by forcing their kill squad to go where they don't want it to go. Obviously, this probably needs to be bigger, and the Queen probably needs to be more in the centre or whatever. But you get the idea. Now, obviously, wall breakers are going to break this wall. Now, I like to put these little bombs, because those little bombs will take out all of the wall breakers. So, if they go and slap all their wall breakers down, they don't put a test wall breaker down, they're not going to get through that wall. So instantly, they're off to a bad start. The golems have gone here and here, and they haven't broke that wall. So, instantly, they've tried to do the kill squad, they haven't done it. Now, say they get in, they're going to take out my Queen, 1 air defense. And then they're going to get into, like, this compartment here. They're going to face the lava hound in your clan castle or whatever you've got in there, and then they're not going to get much farther. They're not going to get into this lower compartment. Not really. Not unless they have a massive kill squad with Valks and things like that. But even then, they're going to be running thin on hogs anyway. So in that, they haven't taken, where I've got the double bombs placed here and here. Now, they could be anywhere in this section. They can't get from that Queen to those bombs, to clear those bombs. So therefore, in a hog attack, they have to try and take out the double bombs in another way. Now, I'm not trying to say these places are the best. I'm just trying to tell you and explain to you what it is that makes a good base. Now, if those double bombs, for example, were... Let's move these around a bit. If those double bombs were here, the enemy would have no problem clearing that, because they clear it when they go for the queen. So those bombs will be blown up when they go for the queen. So they kill the queen and then they take out a double bomb location. So therefore that bomb is useless, rubbish, no good to anybody. So this is why we place our bombs away from the queen. And the same thing goes for air defences. Now, obviously, they can only get one air defence. I'm gifting them one air defence. I'm doing that because obviously you need to cover most of the base with your air defences. But there is 3 air defences now that they can't reach. Now, obviously, we all know and we've seen the new queen walk strategies. So obviously you could set up a Tesla wall. And it's a trap, isn't it? I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3 Teslas there. They go to queen walk that. I'll pad it out with a few things there to distract the queen. Those 3 Teslas pop up. She thinks she's going to queen walk. They're going to queen walk that. Kill a few defences. Kill squad in there. Get rid of that. 2 air defences left. So that's a trap. That's something else you could do. You know, anticipate a queen walk. The other thing you have to keep in mind with air defences is the two best air defences you have. The one in the centre here and this one. Those can't be taken out unless you get into the base in this particular layout. That one can be got with the kill squad. That one can be got because it's on the edge with the queen walk. These 2 are your key air defences. And it is important because obviously in a La Lune attack, they're going to come after these defences with their hounds. So here I have 1, 2 air defence, 2 mines. Now I've seen people put they'd put a mine next to each air defence. That's pointless because they're going to get rid of that and they're not in the kill squad, so they're not going to go over that air defence. Those air troops are not going to go anywhere near that, so that's an air mine wasted. Whereas if they go for that, those 2 air defences are going to shoot up at that fast moving lava hound. You know, when you've got the slow moving balloons, they're going to pop up. They're going to practically kill that lava hound. It's going to pop. So if they've only got 2 lava hounds and they go for that air defense and that air defense, they've lost both lava hounds before they even do anything. And then the pups just get shredded by these air defenses here. So that's what I'm saying. Put your air mines around your best 2 air defenses. Okay? And those air defenses need to be away from the kill squad zone, which is this area here. Okay? So, obviously Clan Castle, try and make it so they can't bait it out. I recommend Lava Hounds because it disables the enemy queen. Therefore, you know, a low-level queen takes ages to kill it. They don't get anywhere. They don't get that air defense. They don't get anything. You know, they get the queen, then they get a few more. But they get very little because the queens and the wizards sometimes are distracted by that Lava Hound. Long enough for the golems to die, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so what else are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about bomb locations, okay? Bombs, obviously, always in between 2 defences. That's a perfectly good double bomb location. Apart from, you could probably take it with a queen walk from there, okay? It's not. So obviously, you could move it so that it's nowhere near the edge, so that it can't be queen walked. Whatever, okay? But in my opinion, the best double bombs are the ones that you can't see on a first attack. So we go here and I'll show you this. Now, if you were attacking this and you couldn't see where my bombs are there, you wouldn't also see that Tesla. So you'd be looking, thinking, okay, is there a bomb between there, in between there, in between there, okay? You don't know. So you're anticipating that. So you're thinking, right, okay, I might get lucky, I'll throw a heal over that. So then their hogs come along and take out these defences. Then they hit that and that Tesla pops up. They didn't know that Tesla was there. You can obviously make it less obvious than this, but I'm just saying. And then from that cannon to that Tesla, boom, hogs are gone. So that's a trap that you could use. It's a hidden double bomb. And if I remove that from there and that from there, you looking at that base, you wouldn't really think there was a double bomb in that location. Really, not really, because it just looks, you know. You wouldn't expect them to be there. Okay, so that's another good idea. So just move that back. Okay, so we've discussed bomb locations, but also, guys, the hog path. The hog path is obviously, if they come in here, kill squad queen's gone, they've cleared that, they've got a little bit into here, they've killed the thingy. What's left is this bottom section here, from here, all the way down here, up there, okay? That's the hog path, that's where the hogs are going to come in. So, that's where you want to put your spring traps. All 6 spring traps, like I've placed here, should be in between defences here. So, in places where you've made, because what you want to do, the best base is the ones that have more double bomb locations than you can count on your fingers, because they don't know where your bombs are then. So obviously you put a trap in each fake double bomb spot. That's a fake double bomb spot. That's one. You know, that's one. That's one. You know, you can make loads. You can do loads of double bomb. That's one now. So you just make lots of different places where they could be, so they can't guess where they are. But then put spring traps in the way. So when their hogs come in, they lose. I mean, 3 hogs get bounced off a time. So you lose. They could lose 6 spring traps. You know, they can lose like 18 hogs. So that, you know, and sometimes a kill squad they might only have 20. So technically you take them all out with the spring traps. Jobs are good. So yeah, keep that in mind when you're building your base. Fart machines. Obviously you want your fart machines to cover and slow down. For example, this air defense here and this air defense here. Those are your 2 important air defenses. That's where you want your fart machines to be, and you want to keep them away from this kill squad zone. Okay. I also think that archer towers are better than cannons. Expos should be set to air rather than ground. Okay. All these things, little places where commonly there's going to be people using wall breakers. Use those little mines. I've seen people stack them up in 6. Doesn't kill the hogs. I'd rather do it like this. It's your choice. You can stack them up in 6 and create another hog trap, but I don't think it's really necessary. So yeah, you're creating a base that's a trap, but the key is keep your queen away from your threats, away from your double bombs, and away from your air defenses. Keep your air defenses away from queen walks. Try and set traps. Try and set up a base that is, on a first attack, is always going to be a fail. Yes, once they know where your bombs are, yes, there are ways around it. There are no bases at Town 09 that can't be 3-starred. Now, I understand this video is running on a little bit, but it's important that I get all of this in so you understand how to build a base. Yes, this isn't a very good design. It's very open, and the problem with open bases is go wee and go wipes will wipe them out rather easy. So you have to come up with a base that's both, you know, more compact, but at the same time your queen is away from all of your threats. Now what I see is in a bad base is when the queen and the double bombs are all in the same place. So let's just build up. The worst base you could ever possibly build is this base. So we've got your queen there, and you've got air defense there, air defense there. You know, you've got your air defense there. So you think, oh yeah, I'll put a double bomb by that wall. That's a great idea. You know, well, that's a great idea there, yeah. And then you think, oh yeah, I'll put a cannon there, and I'll put my double bombs there. Okay, that is the worst possible thing you could ever do, because anybody is going to come in to take your queen out, and they're going to remove everything there, all of your important pieces of your base. They're going to remove that air defense, which removes that double bomb location. They're going to remove that and that. They're going to blow up those bombs. They're going to remove 3 air defenses on an air attack. Guys, you've got to create a base that's, you know, it tricks them into attacking where you want them to attack. But only that, it allows you to take out all of their hogs, all of their loons quickly and easy. I mean, this is it, guys. This is how you make an anti-3. So it's up to you. If you guys want to try and make an anti-3, go for it. This is the video that's tried. I'm sorry if I've babbled on, but there's a lot to cover. I always recommend lava hounds in clan castles, expos set to air, not ground. I always skelly traps set to ground because they're more effective against hogs. Your king, I haven't talked about the king. King, I'd keep him on the hog path because he, as we know, he smashes hogs. He's useless against air. Doesn't make any difference. Putting him by the queen just means you're going to lose him and the queen. I'd always put the king away from the queen so that nobody's ever going to go after the king. They're going to go after the queen. The king's still alive. He's going to kill a couple of hogs for you, as well as the spring traps. You know, you're going to take out a hell of a lot of hogs. You know, plus your skelly traps, which I've got here. and here they're the same thing. So guys, go away, try and build your own anti-3. Don't use them if you're unsure about your bases, don't use them unless we're confident we're going to win a war. Okay, but that's it guys. Good luck in building your bases, and I hope you build them successfully.